As the temperatures start to drop and winter is approaching, we always want to know how much snow we're going to get every year in the Carolinas.
A lot of people cross their fingers. We're not even halfway through autumn yet, but winter lovers are already looking ahead to see what kind of snowy conditions we could see in the Queen City. Let's go ahead and bring in meteorologist Andrew Brightman.
Yeah, Andrew, not to spoil things here, but how are we looking this year and beyond?
Really not that great in terms of snowfall here across the Carolinas. Something we've talked about over and over again is that our planet is getting warm. We actually had a new report come out. It was the 5th National Climate Assessment. We had one back in 2018. Another one just came out, wrapping up, looking back at this past winter. And our planet continues to warm at an alarming rate here. These are some of the bullet points. We're expected to warm by at least 4.5 degrees by the end of the century. And as we look forward towards the middle of this century, we're going to be seeing some of the freezing nights here in Charlotte drop by roughly 10 a year. And also winter snowfall, because of the warming temperatures, is likely to fall here in the Carolinas. Also, on the flip side here, we're actually going to see more and more rainfall as we look farther and farther ahead into the century. So what are we going to be seeing in terms of warming temperatures? Again, there's those less freezing nights here across portions of the Carolinas. Probably going to see about 10 to 15 less nights where we actually get below the freezing mark here. And then during the summer, it's actually going to be getting warmer. We're going to see more and more of those nights where we don't even get below the 70-degree mark. It continues to get warmer and warmer. And also, we're expecting more wet weather as we go through some of the winter months here. We're going to be seeing, on average, additional 1 to 2 inches per year here across the Carolinas in terms of rainfall that we're expecting. But the big question is, I'm a big snow lover personally here. Overall, we're going to be expecting less and less snow because of that warming temperatures. On average here in Charlotte, probably about 0.2 of an inch to 1/2 inch less snowfall per year. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but again, you got to factor in the fact that we only average just over 4 inches per year. So we're talking about a reduction of 10 to 20% in average snowfall just by the middle of the century. But where places are really going to get hit hard is out west, because they truly depend on natural snow. I remember talking to some of the ski resort owners last winter. It was one of the worst winters we've seen natural snow in the past 25 years. They call natural snow here window dressing because they rely on making snow. But out west, Lake Tahoe, up into the Pacific Northwest, it's all natural snow for them. And probably by the middle of the century, they're going to be seeing about 10 to 15 inches less of natural snow. And that's going to really start to hurt some of those ski resorts as we look farther and farther out into the rest of this century. Yearly snow here in Charlotte, we'll bring it back to this season. We are expecting a moderate to strong El Nino. That usually means we'll at least see some winter precipitation. Again, last year was the first ever year we've never seen not a single flake, not even a trace of measurable snow here. We average, again, just over 4 inches. I do think we'll get a little bit closer than that, but again, we have not even seen an above average year of snow for us here in Charlotte. Got to go all the way back to 2013, 2014. I would like to see a little above average snow, but again, right now with that warming climate, that looks less and less likely. Brian and Annie?